Hi, my name's Nicholas, and I love traveling the world and learning about it. In last episode, I left Belgium, crossed France by train, and I just left Barcelona. This is my travel documentary about the south of Spain, and today, we are going to Valencia.
After a 3-hour high-speed train ride from Barcelona, I set foot in Valencia. I walked under the flags of the Valencian community, which has its own distinct cultural and linguistic identity, even though it's officially part of Spain. And then I arrived at my hostel. So I'm now in Valencia, which is supposed to be one of the oldest towns in Spain, which was built in 138 before Christ by the Romans. It was destroyed like a few times in the past, left in neglect, and rebuilt, and it turned into one of the third most important cities in Spain, industrially, economically, and has like one of the biggest harbors.
In the 15th century, Valencia was a commercial and cultural focus in the Mediterranean. During this golden era, the University of Valencia was created, one of the oldest in the world, founded in 1499. But the history of the city goes way back, and its governance fell in the hands of a variety of civilizations from afar. Different religions learned to cohabit, but often clashed, and the city inherited a rich history. After the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century AD, the church participated in the transformation of the city, converting Roman temples into places of Catholic worship. Let's now travel through time in the Museum of Ceramics for an entry fee of only €3.
Ceramics in Spain first appeared in 2000 BC at the end of the Neolithic, enabling the storage of food and water. Then the Greeks brought their own methods of pottery.
These are metallic glazed ceramic plates, the shiny pottery style imported by the Arabs when they conquered Spain. Far more than just plates and bowls, each piece tells a story and depicts scenes of the everyday life, mythical and biblical figures, coats of arms, and much more, enabling us to understand better how life went on at the time. Another important artifact is the Holy Chalice, which is kept in the Cathedral of Valencia, with its famous bell tower, called El Miguelete or Micale in Valencian. The cathedral was built over the site of the former Visigothic cathedral, which under the Moors had been turned into a mosque. I walked the 207 steps to the top of the 51-meter high tower and reached the imposing bell. From here, impressive views of the city can be admired, starring the City of Art and Science. The cathedral was consecrated in 1238, year during which James I of Aragon recaptured the city from the Muslims during a period called La Reconquista.
At the time, the Turia river used to flow through the city and people used to live on the shores of the river. But after a lot of floods, they decided to divert it. So in 1957, there was a massive flood and they created the Plan Sur to divert the river. And they used all this water to irrigate the Horta de Valencia, so where all the marshes and wetlands are. And now, here, they created a huge park that crosses the entire city, which are called the Turia Gardens. You can see here with all the bridges. It's really nice to train, go cycling, go running.
And now it's time to climb up again, but this time up the Torres de Serranos, which were the north gate of the city after the construction ended in 1398. They also served as a stronghold to protect artworks sent from Madrid during the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s.
So these are the Turia Gardens. Valencia, much like most of Spain, is marked by very interesting history, with many different settlements and people from different religions and parts of the world. So you had the Romans who arrived at first, who stayed for a few centuries. Then you had the first Christians in the 4th century who arrived. Then in the 5th century you had some Germanic settlements who came. And then most of Spain was conquered by the Muslims in the 8th century. And a lot of wars emerged. There was a lot of convivencia, so the Muslims lived with the Christians and the Jews. But sometimes it exploded, they fought between each other. And this Muslim settlement was the case for quite some time, until the Reconquista by the Crown of Aragon and the Christians from the other parts of Spain.
The Sistine Chapel of Valencia, or by its real name, the Church of San Nicolas, is another masterpiece you shouldn't miss if you come to Valencia.
These are called Ficus Macrophylla, and they were imported from Australia actually. They're so massive, it's insane. I can't even imagine like how they can stay up. They had to put barriers around to prevent people from going on them. So this is day 2 in Valencia, and the plan is to visit the Viveros Gardens, which are right by the hostel, and then rent a bike, go to the beach, Malvarossa Beach, which is supposed to be the nicest beach, like just next to Valencia, the main beach, and then maybe visit the Albufera and the rice fields. The first time I see a cat colony in a park like this. Pretty cool.
Valencia has 600 hectares of parks and gardens, granting it the title of European Green Capital in 2024. Its city council is engaged in a sustainable future. This year, more than 2,000 trees were planted, helping reduce the temperatures and purifying the air.
Okay, so I got the bike. Now I'm going to follow the Turia Gardens to Malvarossa Beach. Let's go.
With over 12 kilometers in length, the Jardin del Turia is the longest urban park in Europe, and it's perfect to cross the city while enjoying nature.
We can see the city of arts and science right there. It's massive.
Then I arrived at Malvarossa Beach.
Tú contestando amor, quizás, 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 perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much. Grazie mille.
But this was only the start
Wow.
of my cycle ride.
Look at the size of this port. Here we are, Albufera. So there's a very big nature reserve in the south of Valencia. It's called Albufera. The big lake, flamingos, rice fields, very nice place. So we'll see if we have time, but maybe get close to it, maybe check it out quickly. It's an insanely beautiful cycling path here. You even have places to stop, to eat, to rest with tables. You can park the car. There's a lot of different parking spots. It's beautiful. The bike lanes in Valencia are incredible. If you come to Valencia, definitely rent a bike and cycle around.
Albufera comes from the Arab word Albuhaira, meaning small sea, and is the largest freshwater lagoon in Spain. This rich ecosystem houses otters, eels, carps, hedgehogs, bats, foxes, and even turtles, which were reintroduced after being threatened of extinction. More than 350 bird species use this area, but it's during breeding season that the Albufera can offer the most, when the total number of herons can surpass 6,000 pairs, adding to the 5,000 nesting pairs of terns and seagulls and 24,000 ducks.
Beautiful reserve here, beautiful lake. Fortunately the flamingos aren't there, so I'm on my way back now. Got all the trip back to do. Wow, it's massive.
The City of Arts and Science is a cultural center and comprises of different futuristic-looking buildings designed by Santiago Calatrava. This one is the Opera of Valencia. There's also the biggest aquarium in Europe here.
This is my third day in Valencia, and I'm gonna do what they call Esmorzar, which means having brunch, basically, in the Valencian language. Because in Valencia, they actually don't speak Spanish, they speak a language which is close to Catalonian, very similar.
I met with my Valencian friend David in a typical restaurant to have bocata and cremae, which is a mix of rum and coffee. Doesn't look like it, but I really liked it. Every year, from the 1st to the 19th of March, the Fallas take place. During this festival, the streets of Valencia turn into an open-air museum, where massive wooden and papier-mâché sculptures are exhibited. There's also a firework display called La Mascleta. People dress up in traditional clothing, and at the end, the artworks are set alight through the night to celebrate the arrival of spring. Here they are again, the two L's. Remember I saw them yesterday on the bike? They mean Dos Veces Leal, which translates to twice loyal, and were added to the banner of the city after it defeated the troops of Castile twice in a row during the War of the Two Peters in the 14th century.
¿Cuál es este edificio? Ah, ok, vale. Todavía no lo he visto. Oh, carne.
Este es blandito. Este es el duro. Este es igual, pero más duro.
Sí, es como yuca.
Sí.
Almendro y miel.
Almendra y miel.
Honey and almond.
Amor.
Wow, okay. This guy's taking pictures of people on the benches and people walking around. And he just came towards us and he gave us this. And that's us on the bench in the Valencian newspaper. It's insane.
And for free.
And for free, like.
Crazy.
Yeah. Just bought this hat because I got sunburned yesterday, 47 kilometers on the bike with a lot of sun. I'm here with Lenny.
Yeah, hi.
Aus Deutschland,
Germany,
Germany.
cycle tourist, so
Yeah.
yeah, living the life.
I've just left the hostel. Amazing hostel, Purple Nest. You should definitely go if you come here. It's super well located, close to the old town, and pretty cheap. I paid like $20 a night. And I'm heading to the BlaBlaCar. A guy's gonna pick me up near Paterna. And yeah, heading to Catrtagena.
Okay.
I'm running like 15 minutes late for my BlaBlaCar because like the times on Google Maps and on the bus stop were not the same, and the bus like had 12 minutes of delay. So yeah, I'm super lucky the guy is waiting for me, so yeah,